was getting richer as a daughter or son, somewhere on bent knee, close clapping their palms, praying to the same God from the scriptures of Psalms. The way that I did, I live my faith. Won't be determined by the things that I hate, but overcoming obstacles, learning from mistakes.
Jacksonville, one of the most populous cities in the state of Florida. Although it's known for its pristine beaches and waterways, it's also becoming a hub that houses drill music. Charles Andrew Jones, aka Julio Foolio, was a rapper and a gang member from Jacksonville, Florida. He was born on June 21st, 1998, where he grew up in the Moncrief neighborhood and was a member of the 6-block set of the street gang, KTA. His father, Charles Andrew Jones, was in 2011 in a shooting in Jacksonville, Florida. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. In 2019, he released his mixtape, Never Wanted Fame, and he got a lot of recognition around the city. 3 albums will follow afterwards: Life of Me in 2022, Final Destination, and Resurrection. In 2017, Foolio's 18-year-old cousin Zion Brown was shot and killed in his home. This is believed to have started the deadly gang war in Jacksonville between him and Young Ace, where he was wounded and 3 other people were.
A shooter or shooters on the run after 4 teens are gunned down to the south side. What we're learning about the men killed in a drive-by shooting. 18-year-old Trayvon Bullard, 19-year-old Jacoby Groover, and 18-year-old Royale Smith. They lost their lives late last night.
Police say the shooter followed the 3, along with a 4th survivor, from a restaurant at the St. John's Town Center to the Town Center Parkway, then opened fire. Sheriff Mike Williams says this shooting is gang-related, not an accident.
Not a random act of violence, obviously, and again, it's about encouraging young people to do the right thing and make sure you're engaged with the right people and you're hanging around the right people. And it's a tragedy, but one that could have been avoided.
After the passing of Young Ace's brother and his best friend, Julio Foolio began to troll like crazy. In fact, he made one of the most disrespectful videos that I've ever seen in my entire life, in which he went to the graveyard making a mockery of all the men that passed away. And as you can imagine, this only started a fire inside of Young Ace, and from there, everything started to go downhill. Julio Foolio was shot at numerous amounts of time. In fact, he was wounded a couple, but they never stopped him from trolling. But that karma is a bitch.
Got me drinking, cuz. I don't even drink, cuz.
You're supposed to have a chaser.
We came deep and fuck for my birthday, man. Everybody comes out to spell. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We deep as hell. We deep as hell. 20 deep. Lit everywhere we go.
Julio Foolio, in fact, dropped his location numerous times throughout the day, but it was a tragedy just to see that one of the women that he was taking shots with was one of the people that helped set him up. Pure backdoor at its finest, and it was very ugly. On June 23rd, 2 days after his 26th birthday, he was fatally shot and 3 other men were wounded after 3 people, armed with a pistol and 2 rifles, opened fire on him in a Holiday Inn in Tampa, Florida. These people had been following him all day long to get his drop, and it ended horribly.
This is at the hotel, and you can see the shooters are getting in position for their planned out murder. And they are shooting at Charles now, and you can see that he's the passenger in that car that's moving and trying to flee. And again, they're still shooting at him. He's the right front passenger in that vehicle. It's clear from that video what they were set out to do and what they had planned to do. The investigation would later reveal that the 3 armed shooters were Sean Gaithright, Rashard Murphy, and Davion Murphy. Detectives used footage from the scene, license plate readers, and phone logs to identify 2 vehicles and link them back to the suspects. Furthermore, it was found that the shooters are members of or affiliated with rival gangs of Jones that go by ATK and 1200. Jones was part of the 6 Block gang. Detectives believe that the ATK and the 1200 worked together to target Jones as part of an ongoing feud in Jacksonville.
After Julio Foolio's passing, it did not take long at all before the trolling started. So many people began to take to Instagram to celebrate the rapper's death. One of his biggest rivals, Young Ace, dropped a song called Do It. And in that song, it pretty much insinuated that he gave the green light to have this man unalive. As of right now, everything is all alleged. But the thing that makes this whole situation so ironic is some of the people that was later involved in the scheme to have Julio Foolio murdered is said to have ties with ATK. So we will see how all of this play out. Some of the people that was locked up so far is Alicia Andrews, Isaiah Chase, Sean Gathright, Rashad Murphy, and Davion Murphy. At the time of this video, there was still one suspect that was still out for arrest, but I think he was now captured.
Let me see your hands. Step on out. Turn. Hands up. Come on out, with your hands up. You're good. Come on out. Hands up. Put your hands up. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Back up. Back up. All right, go to your knees. Put your hands behind your back. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Now turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
He's compliant. Crawl towards me. Bro, come on. Keep crawling. Keep crawling. Crawl towards me. Drop that book now. Drop the book.
And the kids, please, like, stop recording.
The downside of drill music is the people that do the music, they talk too damn much. It be a lot of self-snitching. And in fact, the government is just finding ways to use the lyrics that these people is rapping about to incriminate them later. That is what Young Ace is faced with right now.
So Young Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring those groups. We have people that are always watching them. I won't speak to the chief's investigation. That's up to TPD. We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about it. And that's for the betterment of our community.
The ongoing fight between these two groups spilled over into Tampa last month. Let me be clear, the feud stops here. All 5 of these defendants are facing life in the Florida State Prison, even the ones who didn't pull the trigger. In Florida, if you participate in the planning of a murder, you can be held accountable for the person's death. And that is what we intend to do here. There were 3 people who pulled the trigger. You saw it on the video. 5 people, though, are charged with murder. The level of planning and coordination between these 5 defendants was truly alarming. It is clear that they all had one purpose in coming to Tampa, and that was to kill. And let's not lose sight of the fact that there are innocent victims in every homicide case, the loved ones who are left behind. His fans knew him as Julio Foolio, but to his mom, He's Charles.
Charles to his mother, a demon to some. No matter how you wanted to label Julio Foolio, at the end of the day, he was still a human being that got caught up in this new trend of disrespecting the dead. I really don't understand it. There's never really no winner when it comes down to drill music. You smoke a pack and become a pack, and then the cycle continues. How many people gotta pass away before we get this shit right? The thing that makes drill music so dangerous is it is super impressionable to the youth, and it's beginning to have a huge impact in certain communities. Some of the people that pass away, some victims, are people that are just purely caught in the crossfire of somebody else's rivalry. There was a lot of people online thinking that Julio Foolio did not in fact lose his life, and I'm here to tell you, that man is gone, and guess what? It's gonna be many more, and it's sad.
You do pass away. What do you want to be remembered for?
As a funny, good-hearted young man who loved his people, loyal to his people.